still with the deadly looks, my lady?
My lady is such a human thing to call someone.
It is a term of respect. You think it's human to be respectful?
Now you're mocking me.
I think you're a lovely woman, and due some respect. So I call you a lady.
Well, stop it!
Samuel! Groundskeeper Samuel! Is that you?
Who? Maker's breath. If it isn't little Nate. I'd know that face anywhere.
Groundskeeper, I am overjoyed that you stayed on. Please, do you know how my brother died? And my sister? I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. And Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive. Could we ask around the shops next time we're in Amaranthine? Thank you. I would be interested to know just what happened to her.
Very well. It shall be done.
Maker bless you, Commander. I'll be the best soldier you ever had.
As you say.
Warden, I did warn you about the stone in these parts. Human masons will use whatever's at hand, but for proper walls, you need proper stone. The nearest quarry has some miserable slate nonsense. I need proper granite. The darker the better. I don't suppose, you know, in your travels... I'll be here. Don't tarry too long. Got a wall to rebuild.
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey. Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Ravain. Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious. No, sir. Again, my pardon.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? You could say that. I've tried those, but they only stop the itching for a few hours. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. Too late for regrets. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
If you must be so close, Dwarf, I'd prefer that you turn your head.
Well, sorry for looking. I can't help that your womanly splendor is at eye level.
What? I was referring to your...
Oh, you weren't talking about... what were you talking about?
Your breath, Dwarf. The fell cloud that emanates from your gaping maw.
They didn't call me the Lady Killer of Orzammar for nothing.
These humans flaunt their contempt of nature. Look at this poor, defenseless tree.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. Do you think they'll sell?
That looks fine indeed.
I am touched. Thank you.
Oh, I've always wanted one of these.
Thank you. This is a lovely gift. Where did you find this? This belonged to Serani. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No!
We should rise up.
Huh?
Something I can do for you, friend. And who are you supposed to be that's asking? Oh, welcome, my lady. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
Rise up and take back power. Back from all those nosy guards who watch us with their...
Bran, I don't know this person.
Is there something you want? My
companion is not comfortable around strangers.
Yes, I am, Nida. Something has happened, hasn't it? Sweetheart, could you give us a moment alone? Is Keenan dead? He said that, did he? His wedding ring. Thank you for bringing this back to me. Keenan always said he joined the Wardens to give me a better life. Was it really better for me to be alone in a strange country, wondering if we'd ever have a family? He was gone for months at a time, often with no word. Was I supposed to wait forever? He forgets that I'm a living, breathing woman, not just a symbol of something he's fighting for. Love can only take you so far.
Very well. I shall do it. It is begun.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
So you not only gave up on killing the Grey Warden who murdered your father, you actually joined the Order.
Are you trying to pick a fight, Velana? Baiting me like this is juvenile.
I just wanted to know how you felt.
How did you feel knowing you murdered all those people because you were too arrogant to check your facts?
Warm and fuzzy.
You're a terrible person. And your ears are clownish.
What? Who's juvenile now? I shall do it.
You're back. Have you any news? Really? Oh, that's wonderful news. I hope the culprits have been brought to justice. I promised a donation, didn't I? Here, take this, with the Merchants Guild's compliments. You are very kind, Commander. I shall do as you ask. Maker, smile on you always.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board? Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
Very well.
We should keep our mind on the task at hand.
I'm all that's left of my family. My wife, my son.
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel! I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back, once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further. Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support... All I know is that the Chantry will not let the circles go easily. Well, it could turn out to be nothing, but keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra, but perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend. I shall do it.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the Commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. I've only newly taken my vows. The more senior Templars have returned to Denerim for more men. They suggested I find someone more skilled, like you, who could apprehend the Maleficarum. Apostates and Maleficarum are all too common across the nation, alas. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work.
Very well.
Don't touch me! Don't!
Sins of man brought the blight. It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn. You must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to heed this lesson and join us in prayer.
It shall be done.
is begun.
Templars, bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp. Templars, bloody everywhere. Templars, 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 bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
You bloody bastard! Don't know that for me!
Enemies approaching! More enemies ahead! May your gods have mercy on you! I cannot continue. I need a moment of rest. I cannot continue. It is begun.
What can I get for you, friend?
I shall do it. It is begun.
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies.
Exhaust our supplies. We must gain the advantage. Thank you. This is a lovely gift.
Why can't the Darkspawn just die?
Repent and have faith, and you shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
He hung himself. Oh, Karam, why couldn't you have told me?
It is begun.
Andera and Atishan travelers. Do not be startled. We only wish to be about our way.
Marin?
Valana! Well, well, this is certainly a surprise. You traveling with...
Humans, yes. Believe me, the irony does not escape me, clanmate.
We are no longer your clan, Valana. Valana was exiled. She does not have a clan. We...
Stop. I do not wish to speak of this. Marin, the others who left with me, they are dead. And Serani is gone. Taken by the Darkspawn.
Thank you, whoever you are. You have my gratitude. Ilshe warned her not to go with you, Valana. You see what you brought on her?
Then tell Ilshe that she was right. Oh, I can see her smug.
Ilshe has passed on. You know nothing but hatred. The clan is better off without your poison. A human is willing to defend you? This speaks volumes, Valana. Ah, we've lingered too long. Andrew will guide your path, Valana.
Do not make a fuss over me. Let us be on our way.
You believe that your ancestors used to be immortal?
I don't believe it. It's true.
How do you know?
Why would the elders lie?
Why, indeed? You know, I'm actually not the first How to be a Grey Warden. Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died. I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to. My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. You know, my grandfather had a bow passed down from his grandfather. I wonder if it's still around. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are Darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
For me? Ooh.
Are you at all curious about my exile? You make me out to be some kind of shrill harpy. You... Fine. I suppose your mockery is justified. The humans near where you met me were trying to drive my clan away. For a while, we resisted, and they tried to burn us out. They would have destroyed the entire forest just to keep us from their farms. The others were afraid. Keeper Ilshay said that if I wanted to fight the Shemlin, I would fight them alone. I think Ilshay expected me, wanted me to back down. But I was too proud and too angry. Thus I called Ilshay a coward, and I turned away from the clan. Sarani only followed me in the hopes of changing my mind. A few others wanted what I wanted, and left with us. They are dead now. Do you really believe that? Sometimes I think you have more hope than I. Come, there is no point in dwelling on the past when there is work to be done.
As you say.
Who's there? I was just keeping my nose to the dust. You know, watching out for the Schliets. One of the lads here told me about the Schliets. Said they're common in Ferelden. They lie on the ground, looking like ordinary pairs of pants, until you turn around. That's when they strike. There's no such... Oh, well, I knew that. I thought you'd just find it amusing is all. That Jacob's gonna get it when I get my hands on him.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't mean to alarm you, Commander, but it's possible there are still Darkspawn in the Vigil. Let me explain. You know Dworkin? That mad dwarf's bombs shook the whole keep. Some of the deep cellars caved in. I suspect that there are pockets of Darkspawn below, trapped. In time, they may dig their way out. We have men who can unearth the rubble at your command. Whenever you're ready, I can take you to the basement. Straight away, sir. Here we are. The vigil goes deep. Real deep. The hallways down here have been crumbling for years and decades. And that blasted Dworkin's explosives didn't do the structure any favors. No one knows. The vigil's always been here. Since the barbarians, they say. Who knows what's at the bottom? You heard the commander. Put your backs into it. This is where you come in. Who knows what's up ahead? We'll be back here.
So you don't believe the elves were immortal?
When did I say that?
You asked me if I believed that my ancestors were once immortal.
And where in that question was it implied that I believed otherwise?
Then you do believe that the elves were immortal?
I didn't say that either.
You are exasperating.
Adria. She was like a mother to me. We must save her.
Very well. As you say. I shall do it. Very well. It is begun.
Thankfully.
Very well.
Oh, thank the Maker. Please, let us out. Quick, before more of those things come.
Oh, I've always wanted one of these.
That looks fine indeed.
It shall be done.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to mess with dead people?
It shall be done. Very well.
Should have been more careful.
Very well. It is begun.
No. No, Adria. We have to help her. There must be some way. Adria.
We're too late. There is nothing left of her but madness.
To the
You murdered a slew of Darkspawn there. Well, you hear the stories about you and the Wardens. But to see it firsthand... Oh, they did too. Even though the attack was a surprise, they killed droves of Darkspawn. Just ask the poor maids who have to clean it up. But you're something else. Anyway, it looks like the explosives caved this section in. I brought along Master Voldrick.
So, this is how you humans ply your stonecraft. Disgraceful, that is. What, this would barely last a few centuries. I wager these passages may go far enough to connect to the deep roads. This? Hardly. Give me a few dwarves and we could have her cleared in a week. This is a grave matter. If we don't shut these tunnels, the Darkspawn can attack from below again.
Andraste's blood. There are basement entrances throughout the keep. There's no way to defend against that.
Then we follow the tunnels and hope to find a single point to block off. Never you fear, lass. With the Warden's muscle and my stonecraft, we'll find a way.
We'll need some time, but as soon as we clear it, we'll let you know. Of course.
So, you have a sister as well? A younger sister?
That is no secret. I've mentioned her several times now.
For the longest time, I thought my sister was dead. When we were children, she put beetles in my blankets. She would laugh to hear me shriek.
Serani liked to put sap in my hair. She also pushed me into an icy river. Twice.
Ouch!
Yes. Why did I want to rescue her again?
Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself. I'll do that, Commander.
You're back. You need anything? Oh, this will help a great deal. Viridium.
Armor and weapons could be made with this. I'll just get to it then. No one appreciates.
I envy you sometimes. Even the youngest human child knows of at least a dozen heroes of legend. These tales are taken for granted. They are so abundant. Oh, it makes me angry sometimes. We Dalish have lost most of our history and our legends. What we do remember, we hold dear. But does a human child value the tale of the Paragon Idukan as much as he does Dane and the werewolf? Stories connect us to our past. They shape a people in profound ways. Without them, we are lost. I just wish I could do something to restore this lost part of our soul. Now you're just being ridiculous. Let's get on with the day.
Is this what I think it is? It is. That's the Howe crest burned into the wood right there. This is my grandfather's bow. Or rather, my grandfather was the last to use it. It was originally made for an ancestor during the Exalted Marches. That's the one, yes. I remember finding it before Father sent me to the Free Marches. A shame for it to sit in storage. Thank you. It's good to have a part of my family's legacy again. Something to be proud of.
Ooh, for me? Ooh. I wish I could tell the first enchanter I'm a Grey Warden now. Maker, I hated that bastard.
What? This book is empty. Why have you given me this useless object? Fill it with what? Recipes for roast boar and pudding? Stories? For the... Oh, that's the silliest idea I've heard. But brilliant at the same time. The Dalish will never recover what we've lost. It may be time to start creating tales anew. Perhaps one day, they will be what connects my children and their children to their past, to me. I see now that this is a gift to be treasured, and I thank you.
Hey, I gotta thank you for saving my hide today. There was that guy, and he was all, "Grr," and I was, "Grr," but then I got hit by an arrow, and then I fell over, and it was meep, but you were there, and you were all, "Roar!" Spectaculous. I'm gonna drink to you, Commander. Here's to the...